It's time for Crendor
In The Morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. Before our recording studio audience. Recording. Wake your ass up. It's the Crendor In The Morning. Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to Cox and Crendor in the Morning.
Welcome to the shoe.
Okay. For a brief moment, you sounded like an NPC in a video game. Like, welcome. And then you became a fairy tale character because you live in a shoe.
I was trying to remember what day it was. I was like, welcome to Monday. And I was like, oh, wait, no, it's Tuesday. And then I was like, whoa.
If you're like me, the days have been blending together since Blizzcon. I'm out. I'm out of it.
Yesterday, when I got back from Blizzcon, I had 2 hours of sleep because we went to IHOP. And I was
Which was amazing, by the way.
It was amazing.
Amazing.
I was like falling asleep on the plane. I told the lady, she's like, what do you want to drink? I'm like, Coke. She's like, okay. And like, I fell asleep waiting for it. And then she's like, hey. And I woke up, I'm like, what? Oh, okay. And I drank it. And then I got home and just like turned on TV. I'm like, I'm gonna watch football. And then I fell asleep for like 4 hours.
You lead the most interesting life.
I do. I try. Kinda.
Yeah, no. I don't know why you would plan a flight that early out of LAX after BlizzCon.
Because
You're
I don't
weird.
know. And then I got on
You're a
the
strange person. That's why.
What do you call it? The shuttle. The one guy was like, "Are you Firebat?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Oh, sorry."
Are you Firebat?
The guy who won the Hearthstone tournament. I guess I look like him. I don't know.
Are you Firebat?
Maybe I would.
I mean, are you? Speaking of which, speaking of you looking like some people.
Uh-huh.
While at BlizzCon, for those of you who don't know, we competed in a Heroes of the Storm tournament, and we kicked ass. We were very good.
We dominated.
We defeated. Crendor and I are grand champion masters.
Mm-hmm.
But in their little book of like, I guess it's backstage for the people who run the show to know what we all look like. In their little book, they had pictures of us all, so they could spot us right away and usher us around and do their jobs, you know. Crendor's photo was just of some dude. Some dude in a Cox and Crendor goopity shirt.
Yeah.
No clue who this dude was. Didn't even look like Crendor, but it was just, well, Crendor, and then just a dude in our shirt. It was so funny. I don't even know how to describe that.
It was. You can search if you search like "Wow Crendor" in Google and go to Google Images. It's the guy in the goobity gap gap gee shirt. They used that guy.
That's him. That's who they used. And everyone there was like, well, it looks like him. And we were like, no.
No, it doesn't.
Not at all. Not at all.
He has like not even the facial hair. Like his.
I mean, he has a smile, which, I mean, is not Crendor.
Yeah. That's not me.
So
his arms are bigger.
We had a good old laugh about that. And then they were just like, well, we thought it was him. We were like, it's not. It was very cute.
It was. But we owned Freddie Wong.
We beat Freddie Wong.
That's all that matters.
Good. It felt good.
Yeah. We killed them like 35 times, and they killed us, I think, twice.
I think most of those times were Husky.
I think so, too. I didn't die at all.
I died once our first game at the very, very, very end as we took their base because I was busy messing with them behind enemy lines, and my death resulted in me also killing one of them. So I felt good. And it technically didn't count as a death because I died, but my character was still alive when the game ended.
Whoa.
I know.
It's like, we're just really good at Heroes of the Storm.
We're very good. We're going pro. We're going pro.
It's
happening. It's happening.
I played a game
take
yesterday.
On everyone.
I felt really good. I was like, yeah, I've been like winning tournaments at BlizzCon. And then we played against the Tassadar, what's his name, Asmodon combo, which is apparently bugged, and Tassadar just shields Asmodon's minions, and they become invulnerable and invincible, and they just kill everything.
That is awesome.
Yep. So that's got to get
I'm a little bit jealous of that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think about the con. You can tell from my voice I had a fun time.
Yes.
Let's see. What are some things I learned? One, I learned that I love the game Overwatch. And
Oh, yeah.
I think that we figured out the best metas for that game. We're going pro. We're going pro video
Going
gamer
pro.
because we figured everything out. After 8 hours of playing one game once, we've gotten it.
We played more matches than I think like the vast majority of people there.
I mean, yeah, we got it figured out. We have it figured out.
We're number 1 in the world right now because nobody else can even compete.
And that's just not a lie. We are. We're number 1. We beat devs, man. Also, we're the very first people ever to play Hearthstone on stage. So, or not, Heroes. Whoops.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to make up that other lie too. And Hearthstone.
Yeah, we
but
played all of
mostly, but mostly Heroes. We're the first people to play Heroes on stage at BlizzCon.
We are.
Ever. And
Ever.
win.
And we
with
won.
a 2-0 victory. We're undefeated on a professional level.
We are. I would even go as far to say that we're undefeated on an unprofessional level.
Agreed.
Yeah.
If this podcast is any indication,
I really like Overwatch though. It's
yeah,
like
it's a lot of fun.
I thought like when you saw the trailer at first, what did you think?
I didn't know what I was watching. When I saw the trailer, I was like, it's like a Pixar movie. I don't know what's happening right now.
Yeah.
When it ended, I had no clue what was happening. Here's the thing. When I first saw the trailer and it showed like war, and it looked like an iPad game.
I know.
The first like 30 seconds, I was like, wait, are they making an iPad game? What the hell is this? And then it expanded into like, oh, it looks like a Pixar movie. And then it proceeded to be a weird fight and a bunch of other things. I was like, I don't know what the hell's going on. And then they actually showed gameplay, and I was like, oh, I love this.
Yeah, once they started showing the gameplay, I was like, all right, now I like it. Now I get what you're doing.
Yeah.
So otherwise,
It
it's
was
just like a little cartoon.
Yeah. Then when you get what they're doing, then the cartoon, you're like, oh, that's cute.
Speaking of which, I guess the cartoon and all the characters used to be part of Project Titan.
Yeah, I think what it was is all the assets, like Project Titan, even though they closed it down, they took the map, like maps and assets and stuff, and created this game instead.
Yeah.
I think that's what I don't know if that's confirmed or not, but I think that's
sense.
what the rumor is at the moment.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's about heroes and all those things. And I remember Project Titan was like, you'd play as heroes and all that. And then some of the maps kind of remind you of, like, places you'd see, that type of thing. I think they just got rid of the whole MMORPG element and, like, all the other non-fun stuff. And we're like, the combat's really fun. Let's just make it like that.
Yeah. And it works. Combat works great.
It does work. You got Bastion.
I have no problems.
Bastion, best character.
Bastion. Best meta in the game. Reinhardt, Bastion, 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 Bastion.
Yep. That's what it is. All Bastions and a Reinhardt. It's 6v6, by the way, if you didn't know.
I think it's great. I think 6v6 is good. I love all the different characters. There's a few that I didn't get a chance to play with, but I played with almost all of them. So that's how much time we played.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I pretty much played as all of them, too. And it's fun because it's TF2, but it's on a smaller scale, and it has a bit more, like, what's the word? The combat feels better than TF2, I think.
There's a lot more going on with the combat. Like, yeah. It's a little more in-depth.
It's like instead of classes, you have actual characters you're playing, like a MOBA.
Yeah, it definitely has this weird like MOBA FPS feel. Like every character has a feel. Every character, I mean, they might have skins later on. Who knows?
I guarantee they'll have skins
or hats.
They'll probably have both. They'll have customizable guns, hats, skins, everything.
One of my favorite parts about the feedback from the community afterwards is two opposing sides. And I just want to say, it's very nice to see that no matter what, douchebags still prevail on the internet. So Chris Benson comes out and he's like, my daughter wanted to see games where, like, girls were doing other things besides being sex objects, right? Mm-hmm. That's not a direct quote, but it's roughly what he said. And the comments were like, yeah, no, it's great to see Tracer. She's like this, badass chick who is getting flung around and chasing guys down and being a badass. And the other comments are like, what about that chick with a sniper rifle? That's just all boobs, man. Boobs and ass. It's like, oh my God. Can we not do this just this once?
There's always the people that just take the opposite side no matter what. Like, even with the game, they're just like, everybody's like, wow, this game's fun. There's people like, this game's dumb. I'm not buying this game. It's like, you haven't even played it yet.
There's a ton of... Yeah, oh, by the way, that's totally true. I was reading comments when I got home, and half of them are like, Team Fortress ripoff, rah, 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 rah. And I was like, you guys, none of you have played it. As far as I'm aware, there's only 60,000 people in the world who have played this game.
And not even all of them have played it.
And not even all of them got a chance to play it.
Yeah.
So you're insane if you think that's the case. And those people who played it for 20 minutes, maybe max, over the course of the thing. Like, there are very few people who played it as much as we have, and there are very few people who played it in general. And it doesn't feel like Team Fortress 2 at all, right off the bat. But, just seeing the comments that are just like, oh, man, all these characters, they're all sexualized. Having played the game, that's not the case at all. But whatever. Like, I don't know. There's one character who is like the vampy character, and everyone else is pretty much a badass. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not gonna argue that point because I'll never win it.
You won't win it.
I had fun, and I say that it's great. My favorite character isn't anything crazy. My favorite character is a robot. Okay.
Yeah.
There's no boobs on my robot.
Yeah, but if you wanted there to be, there would be.
Yeah, and I would be okay with that. I wouldn't be like, man, those are some nice boobs on that bot. I'd just be like, my robot turns into a turret and is awesome and kills you.
One thing is they said you should die less frequently than in current modern military shooters, but I didn't really see that.
We died quite frequently.
That's what I was like, no, you die about, it's like the same as Call of Duty, I thought. Like, it felt about the same as Call of Duty death-wise.
And death in the game is actually good because it allows you to readjust your strategy. That's actually how I play. When I'm on the attack, I played as Tracer, who's the girl from the trailer, and right away I jump through enemy lines and like go try to attack stuff. Like, it works, especially in capture the flag levels. And then once you take that initial base, then they go super defensive, so you can't be Tracer anymore because you'll get your ass shot up because that's not how she plays. So you die, and then it's like, okay, now I'm going to try someone different. I'll go Pharah, or I'll go someone else who's a giant mech warrior chick. Dude, how can you say they're sexualized? Pharah is a giant mech warrior woman.
She is.
She's in a giant mech suit. There is nothing shown. And she has the best she has a chain gun and all sorts of crap. Get out of town.
She was really good. I played her a lot.
Love it.
It was an awesome game. I'm really
very
excited.
Fun. I can't believe out of all of BlizzCon, that's what we talked about. We didn't talk about the fact that we saw weird Twitch girls dancing weirdly at a party. We didn't talk about the fact that we went to IHOP at 3 a.m. and Jared, drunk out of his mind,
Jared was
ordered
very
chicken parmesan and just started. I don't even know what he was doing.
He couldn't even eat it. He was so drunk he couldn't even cut the chicken.
It was amazing.
And he yelled out at a cat girl. He also told the ticket lady at the parking garage that her hair looked fake or something.
Oh no. He goes, I assume, not realizing that she can hear him, goes, that woman, her hair, she looks like every other parking attendant ever. Did you know you look like every other parking attendant ever?
He just kept saying it, and she's just
the woman was looking at us, and we're like, I'm so sorry. He's like, does she know that? Do you know that? And it was like he was totally serious.
No.
Like, is she aware that there are clones of her out there?
Listen, I'm just saying, I would make a drunk Jared channel.
I would do that instantly. I would get him drunk all the time and make videos because when he's drunk, he becomes a different human being. Next level human being of insanity.
We're going to steal him from Hot Pepper Gaming to make drunk Jared. It'll be amazing.
It's next level insanity. The guy is crazy.
He's insane. What was that? He's in the Twitch party. He went up to random people and just booped him on the nose. He's just like, boop. And they're just like, what are you doing? He didn't tell them what he was doing at all. He just went up to them and booped their nose.
And walked away.
I mean, that's
what he was doing. He was very drunk.
It was It was great. I'd watch it.
It's great seeing drunks when you're on the opposite side and you're like, not even remotely. You're like, mm-hmm.
Yep. My favorite thing he said was he looked at the IHOP menu and he's like, "There's pictures of the food, so I don't have to read it." That's my favorite thing he said. He was so excited too.
And the result was he went to an IHOP at 3 a.m. and ordered chicken parmesan.
So it looked the best.
The one thing you probably should never order from the International House of Pancakes, a chicken parmesan. I bet that was delicious. No regrets there. Speaking of no regrets, have you seen all the amazing photos of the McCox and Crendor? What are you drinking right now?
Water.
I have a Mexican Coke. That's what I have.
I haven't had a Mexican Coke in forever.
They were on sale.
Whoa.
5 for $5.
5 for $5.
Right?
Well, that's a deal.
That is a deal. Mexican Cokes are expensive. I don't know why. They're made in Mexico. Shouldn't it be cheaper?
Because after we started finding out about them,
everyone was like, we got to start selling Mexican Cokes now.
Yep, everybody wanted them. We started it.
Still, though, they're usually like $1.69. This is $1.
It's $1.
That's a good deal.
That's
a
savings.
I got 5. I'm going to keep them in my fridge for days when I need a Mexican Coke. Today's one of those days.
Did you know that they changed the $5 foot long to a $6 foot long?
Not here. $5. Chicago. It's the corrupt Chicago crime syndicate.
It is. It's the corrupt Chicago crime syndicate.
We have $5 footlongs. We have several $5 footlongs. We also have $6 combos is what it is, I think.
Oh, I want a $6 combo. I got a combo, but it was like I substituted cookies for chips.
Why would you get
two cookies
at a Subway? Why would you get cookies at a
They're
Subway?
Good.
They're like half-baked cookies.
Half-baked cookies, man. They're good cookies.
I strongly disagree.
I have eaten Subway cookies like forever.
That explains a lot.
I don't like chips. Sometimes I like chips. It depends on my mood, but I mainly like cookies.
Chips are so good.
What kind of chips?
Well, I'm a chip connoisseur. I like my chips good, so I only get certain kind of chips. My favorite are only found at Mendocino Farm here in LA.
Mm-hmm.
They're called Mama Zuma's Revenge. And it has a picture of this like sexy clad in bandolero or whatever you'd call that, like with the guns and the hat, and it's a sexy woman. And it's Mama Zuma, and they're habanero potato chips, and they're super spicy.
Oh man,
it is like instant butt fire.
I don't know if I've seen those. I feel like if I would have saw those there, I would have got them. I don't remember.
So good.
Are they new?
Here's the thing. No, they've been there for a while. Here's the thing, though. What I get when I go there. You ready for this? Whenever they have it.
Yeah. Tomato
soup. Then I pour the Mama Zuma chips in the tomato soup.
Whoa.
Yep.
That's blowing my mind.
So it's like crunchy chips in a soup because they're like those hard potato chips. Like the kettle cooked kind. And you dump them in and it's like boom.
And then you're replacing croutons with delicious habanero chips.
Yes.
Yes. I don't like croutons. I never like croutons. I'd rather have chips in a soup.
Habanero chips.
Yeah.
Yep.
What were those other ones? The Doritos. But
the Tapitos?
Tapacho. Yeah. Tapacho.
Whatever it's called. Yep. No, those are good.
Those are good too.
Like when you live near the south of the border area, you get a lot of awesome stuff. Look, Mexico, we just need all your stuff because it's great.
Mexico, it's fun being near you, but not in you.
I love to death all Mexican products are great. I have more hot sauces. I don't think I even have a bottle of ketchup in my house, but I have 3 bottles of hot sauce.
I like hot sauce.
I do. Salsa, all that stuff, that's my ketchup.
Yeah.
I don't need you, Heinz.
By the way, fun story. We were at IHOP, but with Dodger and Strippin'. And
when was the same day?
The same day.
By the way, he ditched us. Myself and Gerard, the completionist, hung out with like all the devs and stuff all day and did amazing stuff, and they ditched us to go to IHOP.
Well,
they missed out on so many cool things because they had to go to IHOP, and we were like, Tough tatas, guys. You missed out.
Well, we were there, and it was Sips and Jin and Sam was like, "Could you pass me the Tommy K?" And we're like, "What?" And he's like, "The Tommy K." And we're just like, "What?" And he's like, the ketchup. And everybody just started laughing. And I'm just like, why do you call it Tommy K? Is it Tommy K in Britain? And then Sips is just like, I don't even know what he's talking about. It was just so great. And then I didn't even understand it. And then he's like, tomato ketchup, like Tommy Tomato, and then K for ketchup. I was like,
Can we just say that Tommy K is the new sidekick, the little boy sidekick for Guy Hero?
Oh my God.
It's me, Mr. Tommy K.
Tommy K here.
Yes, he's a little British kid.
He's a little
and his
British
outfit's,
kid.
He's a little fat, pudgy British kid, and his outfit's red, so he looks like a tomato.
Oh my God.
Ah! Yes.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
That is brilliant.
Tommy K here. Looking to help you out, Guy Hero.
You know what we need? We need one image that contains all the characters.
We do. That way
Not
somebody can write the story.
Yeah, not because I want the image, but because I've forgotten all the characters we've created. I feel like it'd be a good primer to have them all in one picture.
Okay, we got Guy Hero, we got Grey Storm, Tommy K. We got
See, that's as far as we got. Florida Man.
What was the one we just thought up like last week? The Deliverer or whatever?
I don't remember.
The Mailman?
I don't remember. I know there's the one guy who's the virus, who's the big kingpin guy. Look, see, we've completely forgot them all.
Someone go through the backlog
and create the greatest image of these characters ever. All of them. Not because we want it, but because we need it for ourselves.
We need it.
And
we'll just tweet it, and we'll promote you.
Yes, we
That's
will promote
do.
the beans
Free
off of
promotion.
you. We'll promote your DeviantArt.
Yeah.
Nudes only, though.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that happened at the con that's worth talking about? I can't. There's a lot of stuff, but I figured we've already mentioned it already.
Wait, what did you do with the
other
devs?
things besides this? We went and we saw the Blizzard or the Warcraft movie stuff with them, which was awesome. Did you see the Warcraft movie?
Yeah.
Dude.
It looks so good.
Dude.
It looks so good.
That, for those of you who weren't there, we got to see clips from the movie, which is fine. But afterwards, they were like, that's about a year ago's worth of progress. Here's what we've done since. This is the updated way the movie looks. And they showed, like, what you saw when you saw Avatar for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, except newer, right? Mm-hmm. It's that kind of like, oh my God, this is almost real kind of feel, right?
Yeah.
But newer.
Like, I thought the orcs looked more real than even the humans did. It was crazy.
Yeah, like the close-up orc shot they showed of Duratan, his eyes were like watery, his breath, like everything, the way he looked, flawless. I was like, holy crap, they might have pulled this off.
Like, even when they showed Stormwind, I was like, damn, that looks like a real Stormwind.
Yeah.
Like, that
now,
is crazy.
Mind you, the story could be shit.
That's true.
The story may be awful.
It may
but
be.
Visually, it looks incredible.
Yeah. But I mean, if they're basing it off like the Warcraft lore and books, it shouldn't be that bad.
Well, they're basing it off of Warcraft 1, actually pre-Warcraft 1.
Oh.
And when I asked the guys about it after the interviews, like when they did their Warcraft interview stuff, no one would give me a straight answer when I was like, so is it the complete Warcraft 1 story? And like, you know, if you play Warcraft 1, spoiler, all the main characters die.
Yeah.
And I was like, especially the human main, I was like, is it the complete Warcraft 1 story? And they're like, well, we don't want to spoil it. I was like, I played the video game.
Yeah.
You're not going to spoil anything for me. And they're like, well, you know, things. I'm like, all right, great. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, because in Warcraft 1 at the end, King Lane is killed. Medivh is killed. Garona betrays everyone. Like, there's this whole...
Oh, is that
thing.
where Medivh is like evil and they kill him?
Yeah, because Medivh opens the Dark Portal, and Khadgar finds out... By the way, great podcast for anyone who doesn't care about Blizzard games. Khadgar finds out that Medivh is corrupted, and so he convinces everyone to help kill him. And then Garona, because of reasons, kills King Lane. And so basically, the human kingdoms are left in complete turmoil, which allows for Warcraft 2. When all the humans left in the south run to the north, Arthas' dad, whatever the hell his name is.
Oh yeah.
And and then they fight back, and that's how they win in Warcraft 2, right?
Yeah.
And Khadgar leads them through the dark portal, and they blow up the portal and the whole thing.
I see now.
And so in Warcraft 1, depending on what story they tell, Warcraft 1, the orcs destroy everything if they go by canon.
Well, I
and
imagine
none of
they
the
do
orcs,
that.
none of the orcs except for 2 of them die.
Yeah.
So like the orcs destroy everything. And that's why I was asking, like, is that really the story? Like, are you going to go that way? Because I know the first iteration of the movie was like, orcs are bad guys and the humans are good guys. And this time I was like, if you changed it and you want them both to be sympathetic, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
I assume it'll be the story of Baby Thrall.
Yeah.
If I know Chris Metzen, we're gonna get the story of Duratan trying to hide his kid from like Gul'dan stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's a problem that I have though. In the trailer, now look, I am of equal opportunity for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But when they showed the elves, they had like multiracial elves.
Yeah.
That's fine and dandy. I'm okay with it, but it just seems out of place.
Yeah.
Right? When you think elves, let's be honest, you're thinking like really tall, blonde hair, big-eared white dudes.
Yeah.
And ladies, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not, you know,
Like blood elves even, or high elves would be.
well, that's what I'm saying, like blood elves is what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. Like the high elves.
Yeah.
Right? Like snobby, basically old rich white people is what I think of when I think of high elves.
Yeah. And like
And
night
they have-
elves are just the same, but like purple and more naturey.
Yeah. And if you're going to go multiracial, I would have gone night elf with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are, you know, like we're in touch with Earth and everyone's cool and we love, like, I don't know. Look, it just took me out of the moment because I'm used to hating elves and that. So, yeah.
You're just saying you should have directed it so you could have made these changes.
Look, I'm just saying I should be in charge of everything.
That's all I say.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. All right. Enough of all that. Let's get down to Traffic Officer 7 in the sky with Crendor. Crendor, how's that traffic out there?
Traffic today is a day away. I don't even know what that means, but I said it. Right now we're flying over the 408. We got some things happening down there. School buses are hurrying up to school. Work buses are bringing people to work. Those are a thing now, a work bus. I just thought it up. It's probably going to be a thing in the year 2020, even though I just said it exists, but don't take my word for it. There's also a clogged lane over on the I-52. That's going to be backed up for a while, so I would just walk. Get out of your car, walk to wherever you're going, you know, or walk home, because who cares, you know? Oh no! There's Andrew Spencer! He just got out of his car and he's running. He's running somewhere. I don't know where he's going. We're going to follow him. Chopper Copter exclusive. We're flying after him right now. Where is he going? He is jumping over the bridge. He has just pulled out a hang glider. He's hang gliding down the traffic lane, and there's people looking up at him. This is insane. I've never seen anything in my life like this, and he just arrived at work. He's going to work. Back to you.
Thanks, Crendor. You wanted me to keep doing that as long as possible.
I did, partially.
Screw you. All right, let's go over to the weather desk with Crendor. How's that weather over there?
Well, the weather today is a day away. I just said that again because I wanted to see.
Are you trying to make that like a thing?
I don't know. I just want a catchphrase.
It's a day away.
It's a day away.
You can say that about everything.
Let's go to Kokhtala, Uzbekistan.
Uh-huh. You definitely were not offensive there.
Or it's got a hyphen in it, so it's like Kokhtala. And in Kokhtala, Uzbekistan, it's 55 degrees. 34 degrees is the low. And it's going to be like that pretty much all week in the 50s. Also, I remember someone said, what's the point of doing other countries if you don't use Celsius? That's because I'm American and I only know Fahrenheit.
Man's got a point.
I mean, there's probably some option for Celsius here on the Weather Channel, but I don't want to look for that. I can't even find the thing. All I find on the Weather Channel is this was not a good idea, and there's a woman standing on a mountain in like a hurricane.
That hurricane's a day away. Am I right, Crendor?
Hurricane's a day away.
All right, what's going on in sports?
Sports news. there's a lot of sports, but main thing was the Packers destroyed the Bears. They destroyed the Bears the other night, 55 to like 14, and that marks the Bears as the first team to lose 2 games in a row, allowing the other team to score 50 plus points, because they lost to the Patriots like 51-23 the other week too. And that is the first time a team has had that happen to them since I guess the Rochester like Janglers in 1929.
The Rochester Janglers.
They just jangled so hard.
So what was talk radio like today? Did you hear any commentary?
Oh, I turned on talk radio right after the game was over. It was because at halftime, Aaron Rodgers threw for like 6 touchdowns in 2 quarters. Like, he threw more touchdowns than the Jaguars have scored, like, all season in 2 quarters. And so I turned it on, and they were just like, "This is a disgrace to the Bears nation. You lose on primetime TV to our arch rival Green Bay Packers from Cheeseland. And you know what happens? We're the laughing stock of the world." Let's take some callers. It's like, first up, we got Frank from Chicago. Frank from Chicago, how you doing? It's like, hey, this is Frank from Chicago. First time caller, big time listener. Listen, I'm going to tell you something that needs to happen. We got to fire the coach right now. We got to fire all the players. Jake Cutler can't throw a grape into the ocean, if you know what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But you know what? I've had meatballs sticking it that tasted better than the Bears stew. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is Ditka. Bring Ditka back to coach the Bears. That's a real coach. I'll hang up and listen to your answer. That's what it was like.
Oh, my God.
That's my favorite thing, is to turn on Chicago sports radio after something happens.
I need to get... I need to find, like, one of those internet radio station things and listen to Chicago radio immediately after all those games now.
You really do. There's the
Holy
one station,
crap.
the guy is the most Chicago... He's an ex-Bear player, and he's the most Chicago person I think I've ever heard in my life. He is just like, "This is the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life." He's like super Chicago.
I'm sorry, what? How does he talk?
He is like
I don't know what that voice was.
It's like deeper. He's just like, "These Bears players, I haven't seen a play like that in so long." And he's like in a restaurant while he's doing it, and all these like drunk people are just like, "Hey!" They're just like cheering for him. Chicago.
Welcome to Marty's big Polish sausage.
That's what it's like. You think it's a joke, but it's not. And they always call in. Oh, there's Mike North. Mike North is a big Chicago guy. He's just like, "Hey there, this is Mike North." He used to be on The Score. I called in once. That's back in before I did YouTube. I called in.
You have a picture of this guy?
Yeah, Mike North. Hold on. Oh my God, he's got like a Ditka face too. Hold on. Hold the phone.
Oh my God, I need to see this.
There it is. Mike North. Look at the Chicago face.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
All right, I need you to do something for me.
Uh-huh.
Now Google Mike Ditka and go to the images, right? And just find an image of him, and then look at both of them and tell me you take off Ditka's mustache and you make his hair a little darker. Same dude.
Same dude.
Same guy.
Exact same
guy. It's the exact same guy.
Yep. Look at this one. Here we go. Ditka. Just compare these two. Look at this. Look at that Ditka.
That's a happy Ditka. Look at him.
That's a happy
He's
Ditka.
He's a little chubbier. He's like, "I'm just happy to be retired."
Oh my God. Ditka even talked about the Bears. Hold on. I gotta find this. Hold the phone. Gotta find this. Ditka on Bears, an organizational mess.
Wow. Do you think Mike North purposely tries to look like Ditka?
No, he's just a Chicago person.
Does everyone in Chicago look like Ditka?
This is what I like to say. The Chicago city, because a lot of people are like, "How big is Chicago?" It's in the Midwest. It's the same size as like LA. It has like 100,000 less people, which is like just a suburb. And the difference is in LA, everybody's all like, hey, man, this is just LA, or like, hello, I'm a big actor. But you go to Chicago, and it's like they just get more New York in them. They're like construction workers, just like, hey, you're going to do a thing, I'm going to do a thing. But like you get to New York, and they're just like, they get even more violent. So it's like a nice in-between. That's how I always thought of it. But like, they're friendly douchey. It's like in New York, they're just like, get out of the road, asshole. But in Chicago, they're like, hey, asshole, get out of the road, please. You know?
I think I do.
So, in conclusion, the Bears are really bad right now, and Mike Ditka's just sad.
All right. What is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day is woman finds stranger in-house eating her cookie dough.
Go on.
A 28-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of burglary after a Wichita, Kansas woman found him eating cookie dough from her freezer in the early morning hours. The Wichita Eagle reports the woman came out of her bedroom shortly after 3:30 a.m. and found the stranger in her kitchen. Wichita police spokesman James Espinoza says the man told police he thought he was at his aunt's house and he was hungry. Police say the man entered the home through an unlocked back door. The 52-year-old woman who lives there was not hurt. The intruder who hasn't been formally charged, was arrested on suspicion of aggravated burglary. So you just really want some cookie dough.
Here's the thing. This is happening more and more, and I keep hearing about it. I think it started when that one rapper girl broke into that house.
Oh, yeah.
In order to find a phone. And I feel like, what was that girl's name? Sloozy Boozy?
Oh, yeah, I remember her.
Recky Becky, like, something like that.
It's like weed smoking Willis or something.
Yeah, Token Bloken. I don't know what her
Token
name was.
Bloken.
But what I do know is that in the last week, I've heard stories similar to this. There was one where a woman went to go take out her trash, and then when she came back inside, another woman was in her house just, like, chilling out. And she's like, what are you doing? And she's like, baby, and, like, kissed her. And the woman's like, get out. And she's like, you can't make me go. And then the husband woke up and was like, what's going on? And then the woman ran. Yep. There was also a story about how at a grocery store, a woman walked into the grocery store and opened up a bottle of wine and started drinking it. And then the people there were like, ma'am, you have to leave. Ma'am, please, just go. And she wouldn't. And then she walked around and started, like, eating things and stuffing. I think it was something like she stuffed grapes in her pockets or something. I don't know what was going on. And then they kicked her out and she got arrested. What is going on, Crendor? Why are people losing their minds?
I think people are losing their minds because they're not just hungry for food, but they're hungry for substance of emotion.
What is that?
Let me put on the David Lynch hat.
Okay.
So people are hungry for food for the soul. And by going into strangers' houses, they're searching for companionship that they lack in their life and hope that the person in the house is not just a homeowner, but a soul owner, and that they will guide them to spiritual food that they can consume for love.
David Lynch, you are a genius.
Thank you. I need to go catch some more brainfish now. Also, while this was happening, I found Bill Svirsky's Sports Talk Chicago. It's entitled "Chicago Bears Are Terrible, Blackhawks Win, Fire Trustman."
There you go. That's the title. That's the title.
Yep, that's the title.
I don't even know where to go from here. All I can say is, I feel like, have you seen the episode, or not the episode, but this little, like, internet meme skit, Too Many Cooks Yet?
No.
Here's what you need to do.
Okay.
The next episode, we'll talk about it at the start because it is insane. And you will appreciate it for its insanity. But if you're like me, don't watch it before you go to bed, or you will be creeped out.
Too Many Cooks. So I gotta watch this
before next time. It's about 11 minutes long, and you will be like, "What is even happening?" And then you will never want to sleep again.
Okay. Well.
So, or you'll be like our friend Will, who was like, "That was hilarious."
I mean, Will is very weird, though.
Agreed.
It's very weird.
Agreed.
right.
So,
I'll
yeah,
keep
that's what we'll
that.
talk about next time.
It's my homework assignment.
That's your homework assignment. All right, guys. I am still so tired and worn out from BlizzCon, but we're back, and we have got more shows for you, so stay tuned. And as always, what was like an ostrich ran in that room?
It was an ostrich. I had to squeeze him to go get the bell.
To be continued.